can hear the sound of your mocking. I can hear your taunting. I can hear your questions echoing. Who is this Messiah? Who is this Jesus, and does he even exist? I've seen your cathedrals. I've heard the noise of your mock offerings. And still, there's no proof. Where are the miracles? Where is the hope? Where are the signs and wonders that you love to boast of? To you, my response is this: I am the hope. I am the miracle. I am living the awakening. This resurrection power lives in me. Hear my roar, that my God is not dead. My God is not dead. He's like a lion.
They say football is life in West Texas. They say being a good athlete is life. But what happens when it's over? What happens when football's over? What happens when you can't play sports anymore? If that's your life, what happens then?
I think there's a lot of pressure on any girl. They're bombarded with images every day of what is supposed to be perfect. I just felt awful about myself. I felt like if I couldn't control what I was eating, I didn't have anything else that I could control.
College is crazy. College is a time where you get away from your parents, you're free.
The parties, the drinking, everything, you see in a typical college atmosphere.
It's a time that you either grow up or you make poor decisions.
When you put yourself in situations like that, and surround yourself with things that the Lord doesn't like, it's hard, to keep a relationship and keep doing the things that He wants you to do.
Playing football, everything is all about who becomes the champion. In my game, sometimes it's all about who has the biggest ego, who has the biggest car or the house and this and that. I was living a worldly life. I was living for myself, doing the big I.
I like to just equate it like this, that if you're 1,000 steps away from God, which I was, God will take 999 steps just so you'll take that one. To me, Jesus dying on the cross is the ultimate act of love and the ultimate act of obedience. That's why when I score touchdowns, I don't pound my chest anymore. I don't pound my chest or point to my jersey so people can see my number or the name on the back of my jersey. I don't do it. All I can do every time I get in the end zone is point up. Point up and say, thank you, God. Thank you, God, because you are so faithful. You were faithful when I wasn't. You were faithful when I laughed at you. You were faithful when I said I didn't want to have a part of you. But yet somehow you turned all of that into a powerful testimony.
When I was at that low point, God just guided me to pick up my Bible. It fell open to Romans 14. And my eyes went to verses 7 and 8. For we're not our own masters when we live and when we die. When we live to please the Lord. And when we die, we go to be with the Lord. So in life and death, we belong to the Lord. I knew my body was a temple. I knew that I was not supposed to be vain. But it wasn't about that. Those were outward symptoms of it. And what I needed was for him to just grab me and say, you know, I've got this. I've got you. And I'm in control, and you don't have to be anymore.
It takes a big man to be a leader. It takes a man of Christ to be a leader. Your teammates need somebody that they can follow, that they can trust and say, I want that guy in the huddle with me.
I know that the Lord is out there with me. Knowing that you're not out there alone is something that really does allow you to stay calm in intense and pressure situations.
A leader off the field is someone who doesn't ride the fence. He's going to make his decision, he's going to live with it, and he's going to stand up for the right thing.
There does come a certain amount of responsibility, you know, for me to set a good example and live a lifestyle that he would be proud of, that, you know, other people can see and want to follow.
I need the strength, I need the wisdom, I need the boldness to be able to be a leader and to stand up for him at any and every place that I
live my life for God's approval. Trying to live up to somebody else's expectations, I'll never get there. We all have a story and we all have a platform. And it's funny how God can take what we think is a mess and turn it into a message. The reason why I play, finally, that I really know, no matter what I go through, no matter if we lose, win, I'm playing for a bigger audience, a bigger purpose. It's all about him.